What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today's video is going to be a little different. Now, this channel is mainly focused on just video games and, everything video game, whether that's reviews or pickups or news, whatever, and I was thinking of what video to make, and I looked down and I looked at my manga collection on my shelf, and I figured, why not make a video on, what manga I have? I'm a pretty big fan of anime, and if you've watched the channel before, you might know that already, because I've mentioned it a few times in past videos, but I do have a small collection of manga. Now, obviously, it's not as big as my video game collection, because I don't play it as much, or I don't collect. Now, it's not going to be as big as my video game collection because I don't collect them as much. I'm not actively really going out for them or anything like that. If a store has them and it's cheap enough and I like it, I'll just pick it up. So yeah, I kind of just wanted to go over that, so let's get into it. So we're just going to go by, the alphabet here. And we're going to start with the manga I have with the letter A. Now, the first one we got is Akame ga Kill. I've read this book, and I've actually watched all of the anime. And it's not a bad series. It's definitely not my favorite. It's kind of a sad story, but with a lot of action in it. I did like reading it again and seeing it all over, because I watched this years ago, but this is the only one that I have of that. But to get on to the other ones is one of my favorite anime, manga, whatever series of all time, and that's Attack on Titan. Now I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the normal series, and then 2 of the side stories or whatever. And again, Attack on Titan is just one of my favorite shows, one of my favorite animes. It was one of the first animes I actually watched, along with Sword Art Online and Naruto, so it's up there and one of my favorites. It's probably top 3, if not top 4, top 5. I absolutely love this series. I really want to collect more of it, but so far I only have this much. And I have read these 2. I know I've read completely full, and I don't remember which ones I read and which I didn't. I did read most of them, I think, but again, just an amazing series. And if you're looking to read something or watch something, I highly recommend watching Attack on Titan. Alrighty, so now let's get on to the B's of my collection, and to start is a really good one, and that's the Berserk Deluxe Edition #1. Now, this is the only version, or the only one that I have of Berserk, and I actually really love this series so far. I read this whole thing, recently just got it, and it's beautiful. It looks super nice, and I plan on buying more. I think I'm going to buy the second volume here in a couple days and then read that too, because this is such an amazing story. I know a lot of people love it, and it's a series I've been wanting to read for a while. I heard that the anime doesn't really do its justice, and it's actually better to read it. So that's what I'm going to do. I think there's 11 or 12 of these big books. The problem is these big books are $50, but you're actually saving money if you want to buy the whole series, because each book, the smaller books, are, per volume, it's $15, I think, or close to that, maybe $13, $14. And if you times that by 50, which is how many volumes are, you're actually saving money by going ahead and buying these. Plus, it doesn't take up as much space because this whole book is 3 volumes. So really great series. I'm definitely collecting more. But now to get on to some more of the B's here down here, I got some sports, and that's Blue Lock. I have Blue Lock 1 and 2. I got these at a Walmart because they actually had them in stock, and I thought, you know what, might as well. I've heard it's really, really good. It's like one of the better sports animes, and I've only watched 2 sports animes or / read, and that's this, Blue Lock, and Haiku. And Haiku quickly became one of my top 10 favorite animes of all time, and I'm not even like a huge volleyball fan, but that show in all 4 seasons was so amazing. I can't wait for the season 5 to release if they ever do it. But I heard really good things about this coming out, so I ended up buying these 2, and I think I might buy more. I'm actually currently watching it, and it is pretty good. I don't know if it's better than Haiku, but I haven't finished it yet. So if I could get more of these, that'd be really cool. But the books are like a little bit bigger than, you know, the normal manga, but it's a really good story. I'm not even a fan of soccer that much either, but it's keeping me interested and keeping me wanting to know what happens. Okay, so to round up the B's, I got 3 right here, and that's going to be Boruto. Now, I'm a huge fan of Naruto. Naruto's probably my favorite show or anime of all time, and Boruto, in my opinion, I like Boruto. I know a lot of people hate on it because they expect it to be as good as Naruto. But I know when I started watching it, I did not have that in my mind. I wasn't thinking, oh, this is going to be better or as good as Naruto was. It's not, but that doesn't mean it's a bad show. So I do like it, and I have read these, and I want to collect as much of these as I want. For the longest time, I was up to date with the manga, reading on my phone. But I haven't been caught up for a little while, and I really like reading stuff with a physical book. That's the whole reason why I got Berserk, and I'm gonna keep on buying Berserk because I tried reading it on my phone and my computer. I can't do it. I don't know why. I just like having a physical book that I can read, and it's also just another thing that I can collect. I've already collected over 300 video games. Why not try to collect more nerd crap? So I do really like Boruto. I'm glad I have these. I think some of these, actually all these, have the fight scenes in them, or at least these 2, 3 and 14 have 2 fight scenes, which is pretty cool. I have read these, but now let's get on to the other letters, I guess. Alright, so now we're on the letter J. We're gonna skip a bunch of letters there, but now we got Jujutsu Kaisen. This is probably the best new gen anime in my opinion, / manga, whatever you want to call it. But I watched it when this first came out, 2 years ago now. Absolutely loved it, and then I got this, forgot where I got it, but I got it and I read it again, and I forgot how good it was. I mean, like, it's so good, and I can't wait for season 2 to come out. I think season 2 comes out in this year, I'm pretty sure. I think it comes out this year, but I'm super excited for that, and like just rereading this made me want to, watch it. And for mostly all of these titles, like, I want to get more, and that's the fun thing. Like, I already have so many video games, right? And I don't have that many mangas, so like I only have 1 volume of Jujutsu Kaisen, and this is one of my favorite shows that I've watched in recent years, but I only have volume 1, so I'm really excited to find other volumes of this that aren't like the new ones that you see like at Walmart. I think like volume 18 came out or something, and I'm not gonna buy it because I'm nowhere near that. In the story wise, I don't know what happens, so I might just wait until season 2 comes out, or unless I can find some other books. But I guess this would be a good time to tell you like where I find my books. I'm not really trying to like buy them off Amazon and stuff like that. I'm trying to find them in the wild, just like I do with video games. You know, going to like vintage stocks or, you know, half price books, basically just seeing what they have in the used bin or used section, because most of this manga collection is used. Like most of it I'm getting for $4 or $5, and that's part of the reason why also it's kind of smaller, because I'm not really going to pay full price unless it's something I really want, like the Berserk stuff. Like I really want to read Berserk, so I don't mind paying full price. But with these, I would rather just get it for $4 or $5 rather than $12. But the next letter up is gonna be M, and I am too lazy to go grab all of those books down there. But I got B-roll for you guys. But I got 3 regular My Hero Academia down there. And then I also have 7 My Hero Vigilantes. Now, My Hero, in my opinion, is actually pretty good. I know, like, the fan base isn't the best, let's be honest. But I've been watching My Hero since 2018, when, like, Season 3 came out, maybe? I think it was Season 3 when I started watching, and what can you say? It's superhero anime, and I really like that. I'm a huge fan of Marvel, so I instantly loved this, and when I found them for pretty cheap, I decided to pick them up. And My Hero was also another manga that I was reading and trying to catch up to, and I wasn't far off from catching up to it, but I kind of just stopped reading it. But I got those 3 down there, and they're pretty good. And then right next to them, I have like the side series, which is the Vigilantes. I got that at a vintage stock when they had like a buy 2 get 2 deal, or some type of deal that saved me a lot of money from buying all of them. And I haven't really read most of them, and it's been like at least a year, and I really need to read all of them, because I think I've read almost everything else but those. So I need to get on that. But from what I did read, it wasn't that bad. I kind of liked it. I just need to keep on reading it. But now we're gonna get on to my favorite show of all time, or anime at least, and that's Naruto. And again, I'm lazy to grab all of them down there because there's a few, but I do really love Naruto, and I have read all of those. I have the 4, 5, and 6 volumes of original Naruto, and then I also have volume 17 of original Naruto, and then volume 38, 42, 44, and 53 of Shippuden. What can I say? If you don't like Naruto, I'm sorry, because it's probably the best anime of all time. It's so good. I don't know what else to say. I could probably do a whole video just over Naruto, but it is amazing. If you have not watched it, don't let the amount of episodes scare you, because it's only around like 250 canon episodes, and it is just amazing. I watched it years ago and still love watching it, still love seeing all the fights and stuff. Highly recommend Naruto if you have not watched it yet. But we're gonna get on to the letter O now, and we actually got some more of the recent ones that I got, and that's gonna be One Punch Man. One Punch Man 2 and 3. I got these at a bookstore for the receipt is actually right here, so I can see, for $5 a piece. Not too bad. I watched One Punch Man season 1, really liked it, and I've not watched season 2, so that's a problem. I still need to watch it because I've heard it's pretty good, and I've seen some of the panels like in the later volumes, and it just looks insane. And I heard Mappa is actually going to be animating it, so it's going to look pretty good. I just started to read these, and I still need to finish them. But yes, One Punch Man Volume 2 and Volume 3. Alright, we're almost there to the end, and now we're at P, and this is the longest, how do I say this? This is the book that I've had for the longest. There we go. And that's going to be Pokemon Adventures Diamond and Pearl Platinum. I still remember the day I got this at a Barnes & Noble and read it so much. And I'm surprised I still have it. I love Pokemon. It's my favorite game series of all time. And growing up, I wanted everything Pokemon, so I got this. Really enjoyed it. Still remember reading it. Still remember reading it in class and before class. I read this thing multiple times, and I'm so glad I still have it because this is a big part of my childhood, and it's in still pretty good condition, surprisingly. But now we're actually gonna get on to my probably second favorite anime of all time, or at least tied for my favorite. And that's going to be Sword Art Online. And I have Sword Art Online Progressive also down there, and Fairy Dance. What can I say? A lot of people I know aren't really a fan of this anime, and I can see why a little bit, but I absolutely love it. It's like my comfort show. If I can't find an anime or can't find any show, it's one of those shows I can just go to and just watch. And I'll just, I'll be happy. There you go. That's all you need, right? I've watched it many times. Even the newer seasons are really good. I've played multiple games. I watched the newest movie. There's another movie coming out, I think, this year. What can I say? Really great series. I've read all of those, and I also have the actual novels, the actual books of Sword Art Online Progressive down there that I have read, and it's just really good. And if you don't know what Progressive is, it's basically Sword Art Online, but a different timeline, and it's a different story, a little bit, tiny changes, but it's still something fresh and something new that I really like. And after Sword Art, that means we only have 3 manga left, and those 3 manga are, one of them's video game related, and that's The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I have played a little bit of this game, not too much, but I do remember some stuff actually in this manga. I actually read this recently, right before Christmas break, and it was pretty good. I will, if I can get more of these, I will definitely read more of them. I really like Zelda, even though I haven't really played that many games. I know I've beat Breath of the Wild. I've played Link Between Worlds. Some other ones. I'm not like the hugest, Zelda fan, but this book was actually pretty good. And if you're a Zelda fan, I recommend reading these because there's multiple manga of Zelda. I don't remember all which ones they made, but I'm pretty sure I know they've made the Twilight Princess, and I think they made like maybe a Phantom Hourglass one or something. I don't really remember, but a really good one. And then to end the collection, that's gonna be a show that I watched and actually read these a lot when I was a kid, and that's Yu-Gi-Oh! We got Yu-Gi-Oh! Volume 2 and Volume 3. These were some of the first manga I ever read whenever I was a kid, going into like the teen section and getting Yu-Gi-Oh! I was a huge Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan growing up, so I remember reading these, and I got these actually at my my local library. They were having a sale, so to have those again is really cool. Still really love Yu-Gi-Oh! But that's actually the end of my collection. Very small compared to the collection right behind me, being my video game collection. And I know this isn't the typical video that I make, but I still thought it'd be pretty fun to show you guys. So if you guys like this video, please comment down below. Maybe comment what else you want to see. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.